The East had Larry Bird, Dr. J, Adam Silver in the locker room prior to, and I know they went to the West too. They gave them, I mean, this is sad. It feels like 8th grade basketball, when the principal comes in and she's like, you got to play with pride today because, I don't know, the
let's have a good game.
Let's have a good game because the fans are, Larry Bird had to go in and give them a speech. And if you watch Alumni Association Brunch, that was Bird got the Legend of Legends Award or whatever. That was pretty much his speech. It was like, let's go out and show a little pride.
So I've been around a lot. I know what this league is all about, and I'm very proud of it. I'm proud of today's players. I like the game they play. It opened up for a lot of the players to be able to do some things and show their skills. Unlike back in the 80s when on the East Coast we hold and grab and push and fight and whatever it took to win games. But I like our game now. The one thing I would really like to see is they play hard tonight in this All-Star game. I think it's very important when you have the best players in the world together. You got to compete and you got to play hard and you got to show the fans how good they really are.
Well, what used to excite you about this game? What made it great back in the day?
Dude, I'd have to roll some clips, man. I mean, I was looking at some this morning, the passing, but there was a lot of, believe it or not, there was defense played. It was a lot of theatrical defense, blocks into the stands. But, I mean, there was defense, and it was pretty predictable, like you say, where either the East or the West would make a run and close it out in the fourth quarter and get it to be close. But it was just different. Like, there was something special about watching Bird play against Magic or Isaiah and Michael Jordan be on the same team, who you knew they didn't like each other. Dr. J and George Gervin, these guys, they really, and Bobby, a lot of it has to be said for the money. Because back then, the money was small, but it meant so much to them. So, it just overall had but again, you had the titans of the game there too.
Yeah.
And in the stands, instead of it being Paul Pierce and I don't even know if Pierce was there, but let's say Pierce and KG, I'm making it up. It was Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell and George Mikan.
And those guys were with their teams for so long that you had association with the conference. Yeah,
there's no question Tatum. He was awestruck, man.
Yeah.
He was awestruck.
And it adds to the awestruckness that you don't see him.
That's part of the myth.
Right? Yeah, there's a myth to him to some degree. You hear about him, he's the standard in franchise history in terms of skill. And as you said, seeing them together, obviously the first time, it's cool in that sense. But
dude, I got choked up.
With each passing year, there's more of a connection between them. And, people are mad that Tatum and him don't connect more because Tatum doesn't have the championships.
Let's also keep into consideration, especially for the History Channel. Not saying Larry Bird wasn't self-motivated, because he was, but he did have Red Auerbach hanging around, Bill Russell hanging around, John Havlicek hanging. I mean, these guys were there. JoJo. I mean, some of these guys Havlicek retired the year before he came. Cowens he played with. I mean, the support system, not to mention he had 5 Hall of Famers on his first team and a questionable Hall of Famer in Maxwell, which will probably get there eventually. All right, well, I mean, we've gone on and on here, and this was fun. But you asked about how it was back then. So we're going to wrap up this video with my top Larry Bird All-Star moments. So we'll cue that now, and we'll be back next week. Don't forget to check out Factor Meals, factormeals.com/boomertakes50. I love that promo code. You'll get 50% off. We're actually going to get a case ordered to the studio here next week and do an unboxing for you. You need to follow us on Instagram because you may not be able to tell, but this, my friends, is a Jayson Tatum autographed basketball. Now, I ain't touching the autograph, you see. I got it. It has a letter of authenticity, and we want to give it away. I'm glad I caught it on it. Follow us at Celtics CLNS on Instagram. Same thing on Twitter.
Now you watch when you call playing the whole court. Get the rebound, take the pass back up the middle, make that pass, and stay right with it when they him. Right in there.
And Bird comes out on the move. Dishes to Malone. Malone comes up. Stayed with it. Sigma with a hand.
This is unbelievable.
He makes that pass off the rebound play. Just tips it right under to the man. Right there. Boom. Perfect. Gervin gets the basket.
Looking away.
Average 25 rebounds a game. Why have they dropped off?
Well, two things there. First of all, there's you know, most guys do that, except for one guy, one of my teammates when I was playing, Tommy Heinsohn.
Isaiah gets the pass to Larry Bird, who stuffs it. So Isaiah Thomas on a good feed. Larry Bird driving against Moses behind the
Good pass. He goes in, takes the defense with him, and there's an open space. He goes right down the lane there.
Larry Bird, good screen by Tripucka. Bird hits the jump shot. Bird can figure in this game, fires this one up, ends up on his back. And 2 years ago, 1980, Larry Bird.
Well, it makes it a lot easier when you're playing with two guys that you play with all year. Plus, you got the coach sitting on the bench that coach you throughout the year. Coach Fitz started calling my play a little bit, and I got hot, and I just hit a couple shots.
All right. Congratulations, Larry. Tremendous job, tremendous game.
Thank you, sir.
They could meet in the championship this year. Larry Bird with a fine drive down the middle. MVP last year. Bird trying to save it, and here come to the east. The dot in open. And Larry Bird picking up where he left off. And Larry Bird 2-on-1 again with Mo Cheeks. Back to Bird. Scoring titles than anyone but Will Chamberlain in NBA. Larry Bird, long range.
Relax a little more. They start to do things, they help each other out.
Bad pass by Paxson, and Larry Bird will get an easy play.
Doesn't need much help on that.
Bird again, watch the pass to Irving, 2-on-1 again with Gilmore back. 3-on-1, Bird. With a free throw, it's 12-7 in favor of the East. Larry Bird, and that looked like they've been working on that for a week.
Little up pick you'll see, and Isaiah heads up to make it happen. Watch the bounce pass through the defense. Beautiful.
That's why people are saying I'm scoring record. Bird gets free.
Isaiah having a ball, trying to find Larry Bird, who moves so well. This situation here, great pickup by Tony, starts the action, up to Bird, and you can have it, Dr. J. You make it look better.
Julius, Bird, basket counts and a foul.
Match for the East in that situation. They're alert to that, and Bird's fall away gets the shot up over Dantley.
First half, the West by 2, 53-51. Larry Bird from the corner. With the doctor in the open court. To Bird.
Here comes the doctor, proving mano-mano. I can pass as well as Isaiah and Magic, and Bird with the swooping left-hand reverse layup.
Bird coming around a screen from Malone. Shooting over Worthy.
And here watch Bird just sneak us nicely right by with the good hands and take it away.
Mostly on defense.
And a lot of people thought that Robinson and Johnny Moore at the Spurs would just watch Bird just make this move strong into the hoop. He's ambidextrous. Actually, a lot of people think he's lefty.
The West. Bird going for 3 more.
Here's Bird's penetration. Watch Kareem fake at him. Make it look like he's going to intercept the pass. He really forced Bird to take the shot. Kareem faked him. Made him shoot it.
Bird ahead of the field to the doctor. Wilson. So the trailer. Larry Bird. Tremendous. Pump fake and delay. And tries to save it in the corner into the hands of Larry Bird. The Kale will ice it for the East team. Uses up a 2 of the 3 Celtics are in the game, and Larry Bird with 7:20 to go in the first half. Bird for opening left-handed shot. Larry Bird 9 to lead the East. Rolando Blackman 13, James Worthy 12. Bird on the wing. Let everyone go by and hit the shot.
You may see Magic going to the offense, taking his shots here in the fourth quarter a little bit more.
Larry Bird.
And this is Larry Bird's fourth steal. Look at him coming from the weak side. You know what? He knew.
Ames to his teammate, Larry Bird. 7, and the lead is 12. Bird.
Yeah, playground. Here we have Bird. Now watch the last second pass. There it is. Beautiful.
Well, maybe number 33 is going to get cooking now.
Here we have Larry just cruising out there, doing his thing. Little head fake, which he does at his best. And then, little shot, little horse time maybe.
He is the game-high scorer. Larry Bird.
The Western team right now with David Robinson and Elijah Wan out on the floor.